Activists, including public advocate Jumaane Williams, say they're outraged that old cases linked to the Central Park 5 prosecutors will not be re-examined by District Attorney Cy Vance.
Do the right thing. Cy Vance, open these cases. It doesn't hurt you a bit.
That's right.
It does not hurt you a bit. It's your job.
The request was made 2 weeks ago, days after the Netflix miniseries When They See Us premiered. It explores the arrests of 5 teens, their coerced confessions, wrongful convictions, and years later, the overturning of those convictions, all following the brutal rape and assault of a jogger in Central Park back in 1989.
Every black male who was in the park last night is a suspect.
The series highlights the efforts of Linda Fairstein, who ran the Manhattan DA's sex crime unit, as well as lead prosecutor Elizabeth Lederer. Lederer still works for the Manhattan DA. The sister of Kevin Richardson, one of the 5, spoke at today's rally.
They made up lie after lie after lie, and it was not a mistake.
Yes, that's right.
It was done purposely.
Activists say they have no idea how many cases handled by Fairstein and Lederer deserve a second look, but they're pledging to keep the pressure on Vance and go after his political future if necessary.
We are not going away.
Well,
We will not forget this.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Frankiehardworkshow with another video, and I know you just seen a clip that I just showed at the beginning. You know, it's about the Central Park 5, and they're basically not going to retry the old cases that the prosecutors that was in charge of the Central Park 5 case. They're not going to retry no more cases or go back over the cases and see. And when I heard that, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm not surprised. You know, people outraged. As you can see, they showed Mike Son up there. Mike Son, you know, I see, you know, since he came home, you've really been into that. Because, you know, he was in prison, but he wasn't falsely in prison. But he's definitely into the fact of, you know, getting people out of being false in prison. But when I seen that, you know, it had me feeling some type of way, man, because I remember when the Central Park 5 was going on. I was real young when it was going on. And I can honestly recall that it was a certain type of a feeling in the United States at that time. You know, I was a young black boy, but I got older black brothers. And, you know, at that time, you know, parents was more, you know, well, they like this now, but they was more, like, very protective at that time because it was a certain air going on about young black men at that time, you know, which is still going on to this day. And that's crazy because, you know, my mom always say stuff like, something about, you know, never throw your old clothes away because, you know, it's always going to come back in style. It's always going to recycle. And when I'm thinking about what's going on, you know, what happened with the Central Park 5 and how they got falsely accused and did all them years, and then you got this prosecutor got paid off for getting money, but now she getting what she gets. She getting what she deserved to get. Also, you're the other guy that one of the cops that testified, he died like I think a week ago. You know, so a lot of things happening with that, but it's crazy how they left a lot of stuff out with that, but I digress. But when you think about what happened then and what's going on now, it's like it's no different. It's like it's actually worse. Because you really have people out here want to see the demise of young black men. They want to see the demise of young black men, young black innocent men. You understand? You know, when it comes to young men, young black men, and, you know, as far as when they go to jail, our jail, we get treated different, we get time different, everything is different. I remember a couple years back, I was talking to a dude, you know, that I was working with, a white boy, and we just happened to get on the subject because I was talking about when I got pulled over. And he was talking about how when he got pulled over with, I think, of a half ounce of weed, smoking, right? He said when they pulled him over, he said he don't even worry about stuff like that. He said when they pulled him over, they just took his blunt. They even let him keep his weed and go. All they had to do was just park the car because they didn't want to be under influence. Now think about that. If the shoe was on the other foot over here, man, you know how much, you know what will come out of that situation? Dogs get out of that situation, you getting violated because they go in your drawers. See, a lot of people don't know that. When police check you, they flash the light in your drawers. You understand? That's the stuff that young black men gotta endure. And you know what the messed up part is too? Even older black men have to endure that. You know, you got some of these cops that be about like 23, 22 years old, 24, 25 years old, and disrespect the man about 40, 45 years old. It's like when they got that uniform on, they got no respect. They just don't have no respect. And it's sad because, you know, the way that the cops look at black men, they look at a 10-year-old black man the same as a 30-year-old black man, as a 20-year-old black man, as a 50-year-old black man. They look at them all the same as a threat. It's crazy, man. And the thing about that, with the Central Park 5, to get back to that, you got old girl, Elizabeth Letter. She still works there. She still is a prosecutor. Now tell me that ain't crazy. How is she still working for, even like, people need to call out for the loss of her job. Honestly, people need to call out for the loss of her job. Because how is she still working there after all them cases? I mean, after that Central Park 5 case, and especially now when all this came out like that, and she was working on it with him. I can only imagine how many people they done did dirty in the system. They do need to go back in them cases and overturn it. I'm telling you, these cops be dirty. These prosecutors be even dirtier. And you know what? To get back on the fact of the Central Park 5, everybody that was on that case, just almost about everybody was on that case, was pretty much was nowhere near squeaky clean. You had some of the cops that testified that claim that they did this, that they you know, one of the cops that accused the Central Park 5. You got a lot of them that was drinking and driving. You got one of them was drinking and driving and hit a horse. Moved him down south. You know what I'm saying? Let him resign. He didn't get locked up or nothing. Resign, still get your pension and benefits. You got this other cop. He was involved in some type of gambling. He was a hitman for a crime family in Miami, allegedly. But there's a lot of different things that they don't tell you about with that case. But, you know, I ain't gonna beat you in the head. I just wanted to, you know, just get a little couple things off my mind. And I want to know how you feel about this. How you feel about this? Of course, I always like to know how y'all feel about this. But I also want to tell you that I'm about to start another channel where, you know, we come to whereas I have posts like this. You know, something like a podcast, you know, a little bit. Where my video is going to be a little bit longer. You know, talk about real serious topics. I'm planning on launching something like that very soon. I got a lot of things coming. But it's your boy Frankie Hard Work. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about the subject. And also let me know how you feel about me starting another channel where we can have longer intellectual videos and, you know, speak on more topics, different topics besides, you know, hip-hop and things of that nature. Topics that's actually going on. Because I love talking about those topics. So, let me know how you feel about it. And y'all be easy.